have this thought. May everybody have peace and happiness. Your mind is very peaceful. Your mind is not agitated. Relax. You get a better sleep. So this is called morality. Your moral is on the base of that. Some moral is also religious, some discipline is not this the kind of. Or what Buddha taught, all this morality is based on the cause. Okay. Making sense? It's very simple, isn't it? Because I have a very simple mind. My mind is very simple. There's some those who are philosophy, the philosophers have a very sophisticated mind, I don't have that. So now this is the second practice of loving kindness. Then the third one said, the non-referential love. What does that mean? How you say this?
Non-referential.
Non-referential means?
It means
Oh?
it doesn't go anywhere specifically. It goes
No focus.
no focus.
Makes more simple.
Thank you.
Yeah. So non-objectified loving kindness. Same thing. So he's so relaxed. Now this is his totally relaxed mind. On the base of the interdependent, Bodhitta pada samud. Bodhitta pada samud is Sanskrit. Interdependent, isolation, all interconnected. Now you look at his. Do you hear the sound? How the sound is made? How that vibration come from? Through the quantum physics theory, you investigate. There are billions of dust particles. This all dust particle counts to make that sound. It's not enough only the bell is also there. I'm holding, there's no sound. It depends on this, whatever you call. It depends on this. Even you have this bell itself. You have this, what you call? Tongue, bell tongue. You have this, still doesn't make sound. Then you have the hand. I have the hand here. It still doesn't make sound. Now I have to move. When I move, then where the sounds come from? From my hand, from the top, from the bottom, from the tongue, from all that you see. There's billions of dust particles. When the sound produced, where? Outside there, inner, where you hear, in the ear, where is the sound is inside or outside, where? You see, it's all, you look at carefully. That's what is called, first called, interdependent arising. The sound rise from this all interdependent. There's no one independent thing exists. See, that's called everything's illusory nature. We don't make illusion, but they function within in the illusory nature. See, everything is just, like a magic show, a play of the all. Relativity state. Einstein, he read many Buddha's teaching. That's why he got the theory of the quantum physics theory, relativity. This is not a Buddhist thing. It's the reality of all the phenomena. Your body, you look at your body, also every part of your body, nothing is independent. It's the collection of the dust particles. And dust particle itself is not exist independently. So now that's called illusory nature. Just a manifestation. But we are holding something real. It's called ego, self-grasping. Then when you are grasping something real, then there comes the attachment. When there's obstacles come to the attachment, there's aversion. See, these three poisons. Every sentient being in the world are under this control of the three poisons. Make sense? Look at this, you see. That's the teaching that Buddha taught. So these three poisons, they are called three cronies, Three cronies? Cronies.
Three friends.
They are working together very well. Okay. To bring suffering individual, okay. They work each other so well. Like, it looks like, the attachment and aversion are two totally separate, They are against each other. But if I have no attachment to this, if somebody take this away, I have no aversion. Because I have attachment to this, this bell is so beautiful, this is mine, So if somebody touches, don't touch, this is very precious. If somebody touches, I don't like, I don't appreciate, then there comes aversion, So the attachment, when there's attachment, there's aversion, This comes from our ego, ignorance. And then we suffer there. So we are the victim of these three cronies. Okay. Make sense?
Yes. It's like Shakespeare.
Cronies is Shakespeare. Oh, okay. So we should learn that, So when you add this, then you say sentient beings are such, they are lacking the peace and happiness due to these three cronies. Entangled in the pernicious attachment, and they suffer there so much. When you see this, just a manifestation, just like a rainbow in the air, beautiful, But just look at it. There's nothing to hold on. Everything's like a rainbow, you know. If you see things like this, your mind is totally free from all those delusions. When the mind is totally free from the delusions, then you have total peace. That's called non-freential love that brings the non-freential peace. The peace is there, nowhere the peace is there. You achieve the total freedom. You see, this is the solution through the Buddha's wisdom, how to achieve total peace, happiness. Okay? So you appreciate, you rejoice. Then you will have such a strong devotion to Buddha. Otherwise, our devotion to Buddha is just like it's just a culturally developed devotion. You should have a devotion to Buddha, That doesn't do any good. But this devotion that you see, that's Buddha's wisdom, they taught. Just thoroughly the solution of the suffering. Thoroughly to achieve the peace and happiness. Not based on some belief system. Tenet system? Not something like tenet system. You are not dogmatized. But you develop such a great wisdom, a pervasive wisdom, and then you appreciate, we need this wisdom in this 21st century, everywhere, all over the world. That's the Buddha's wisdom. This is the way how to free from this confusion, suffering. Yeah. So these three, now I have explained very briefly about these three types of the loving kindness. So here now is coming the first type of love, which focuses on sentient beings, arises in the relation to your father, mother, or anyone who has been kind to you. For the beginner people, not just beginner people. First, we as a human being. So in your family, just you reflect who is the most kind to you. Whether your mother, your father, your relative, your brother, your sister, who has been very kind to you, and you reflect, I owe so much because that individual has treated me so kindly, provided me all things what I needed. And then you just first reflect on that kindness, and then you are thinking how to repay their kindness. And so to repay kindness, they all want peace and happiness. Then you love them. You wish them to have all the peace and happiness. For the beginner, this detailed explanations are described in the jewel ornament of liberation if you read the section of the love. Marshin, Tete, Tieso, Zamba, Ningji, Changjosen. But you mention your father or mother who has been very kind to you. Then you understand, you appreciate their kindness, and then you want to repay for their kindness. And then to this you practice loving kindness. And then in there you develop compassion, which will come next. And then you develop Bodhitta. See, you need to do this. It's not enough today, say, not enough, say, today I'm so happy. You have to worry for tomorrow. So how I can, or my relatives, or my mother, to free from all the suffering. I may give some amount of money, they will feel so happy. Is this real solution of the suffering? Or really they'll bring peace and happiness? No, it's very temporary. So now what? When you achieve the complete Buddhahood, means awakened mind. Buddhahood is not outside, it's within your mind. When your mind is fully awakened as a nation, then you are free from all the suffering and you have all the peace. That's what we reflect on this. See. And then see, it does not arise in relation to others' condition. Yeah. Therefore, by recalling the kindness of someone who has been very kind to you, a feeling of concern, tenderness, for that person arises in you. That is what is called love. Okay? Otherwise, love can be an attachment. I love you means I have attachment to you. This is not the point here. I love you means I care you. I want you to have all the peace and happiness. So as mentioned, you extend this will come down. Extend this will come down. First, let me read this. Having identified this means this love. Now you understood. Now we identify this love, universal love, not emotional, not out of attachment for yourself, but this love is for others to have peace and happiness. Then you see, one should repeatedly generate as much as an attitude of concern, tenderness for that person as possible. So then first you just exercise this, repeat this, just bring it into your heart. So this is how to habituate. Sometimes comes emotionally, but some other times it disappeared. So not to disappear, you have to do this repeatedly, exercise. When you go to the top of the mountain, you meditate there, practice this. When you go to the ocean side, practice this. At your kitchen table, exercise this. Okay? He said, cultivate this feeling with great persistence for about a week, you see, at least exercise persistently in the morning, in the evening, all the time. Get used to it. And the people around you who dislike you, you just say, I love you. And that person will be surprised. I thought he hated me, but now he said he loves me, or she loves me. You see, just relax this, meditate on this, he said, just at least for a week or 2 weeks. Then every day, And the feeling of concern, tenderness will reach its full measure, you see. To this way, you truly develop these thoughts. Then just, it's totally what you call one your mind, with your mind. You can say, yes, I have it. Then there are some people who hate you, who irritate you. I'm so happy I'm paying my karma. I can do this. I'm so grateful. Instead of being upset, you appreciate, you rejoice, reflect. And then you can say, this is the Buddha's wisdom. That Buddha's wisdom is my own mind. Buddha is within me. But we need first outer Buddha who connect to our inner Buddha. Because you see, this practice you have to come from your own mind. Make your mind more flexible, spacious mind, you see. Full measure. Then by remembering the kindness of your actual mother or father, whatever, meditate on her in the same way for 15 days. When intense concern, tenderness for her has arisen and compassion increases, then compassion will come out. Because, everybody desires for peace and happiness, but everybody is suffering. So compassion rises, wishing all those who are suffering to free from the suffering. May everybody free from the suffering. That thought is called compassion. So when you have this kind of first loving kindness, it's very important to have this. Then from that, the compassion rises very easily. Now you look at the individual who wish to have peace and happiness, but overwhelmed by their suffering, and your compassion is so much you want that person to free from all the suffering. So it's compassion, loving kindness, like one hand, two faces. When you have first loving kindness well established, then compassion just manifests there. So you meditate on this, you say, relax. I wish all sentient beings to free from all the suffering. especially that individual who hate me, irritates me. You just meditate on this, reflect. And that person you see, the compassion is the same thing. There's a compassion focused on the sentient beings, compassion focused on the cause of the phenomena, and non-referential compassion. You can make this also same as loving kindness. Okay? You just meditate there. This practice doesn't, what you call, contradicts your any belief system, culture, politics. No. This is universal. So have a compassion. And you just want to volunteer all to help others. Now, first, we should understand this: how to make a better human being. We individually how to become a better human being. When you have more sense of love and compassion, you have less fear, less doubt. We have, as I mentioned, a unconfined vastness of the mind. No fear. See? There's no doubt. Otherwise they say, what is he doing, what she is doing, what is there about there, no? We just simply let them do what they want. We just have the love and compassion. Wish them to have all the peace and happiness and free from the suffering. Just relax there. You just relax. There's no one to judge. No prejudice. So this discuss very helpful. Then you appreciate all the conditions, all the circumstances you have. You appreciate, you rejoice. And then you say, I have this precious human life. Because of this precious human life, now I got this opportunity to study, practice, to become a better human being. And you welcome anybody, because you have a spacious mind. So he said here, this, first of all, cultivate this feeling with great persistence for about a week, loving kindness, and the feeling of concern, tenderness will reach its full measure. Then, by remembering the kindness of your actual mother, then he said, meditate on her in the same way for 15 days. When intense concern, tenderness for her has arisen and compassion increases. You see, deliberately engage in this meditation means You just enjoy the practice and follow that. Focusing on one or two, to other beings, yes. Gradually expand this focus to many beings. This means first you love and compassion, you develop people who's most close to you. You just make effort to love this. You make effort to develop compassion. And then you understand that you really want that person to be happy. You really want that person to be free from suffering. You develop this in the mind. Now that mind, you just develop to others. 2, 3, 4, your family. Then your neighbors. Then in your village, in your town, city, step by step develop to, This is how you deliberately meditate. And then expand your whole country where you are, in the country where you are, meditate. See. Then to the east, first focus on the east, the east side. And then south, west, north. So whole universe, sensation means in the whole universe you meditate on this, practice this. And sometimes you breathe in and release all the stress. Remind yourself and appreciate just you appreciate yourself. I'm so fortunate I could do this practice. This will bring nothing but peace. Even the whole world goes wrong, in your mind you have total peace. Nobody can destroy that if not by yourself. No? So as mentioned, there's nothing to fear. So that's why, many of you have heard of Milarepa. She was meditating on these things. And he was always in the mountain. There's nobody, But then when he was advancing these practices, and to test, there's so many Maras, devils, manifesting, coming to disturb his meditation. Sometimes they come throwing mountain on him, and he has no fear. His love, compassion, Bodhitta is like a rocky mountain. And then he tells them, you go ahead, you can throw the whole mountain on me. If you're really successful, you may take my life. That much you can do, he said. But you cannot throw me in the hell realm. You see, he has no fear. That's the most important. It's not some showing magics and fly in the sky, made a footprint on the rocks, these things. It's okay, just fine. That's not the ultimate, what they bring, if somebody flies in the sky, it brings peace and happiness? No. If somebody made a footprint on the rock, it will bring peace and happiness? No. It's that individual's quality. It's okay, appreciate. But this is universal. So this is what, as I mentioned, the three poisons that we have. We need to get rid of these three poisons, the three cronies. They have been within us all the time, giving problems, suffering, you see. 24 hours, they give us suffering within us. Your resentment, your anger, your attachment, you see in you, when you have in your mind, there's no peace. Your mind is always agitated, and you suffer. So these mental afflictions can only take care by these practice. There's no medicine you can take. No powerful being can come and take over this. Cannot. This only you can do, but through these methods. Who can throw us in the hell realm? Nobody can throw us in the hell realm except by these three poisons. That's why you see, when you read the 400 stanzas written by Ayadeva in that book mentioned one. The person, a patient who is possessed by something like evil spirits, and he's always aggressive or fighting, and even his doctor comes here, he fights with the doctor, he quarrels with the doctor, and the doctor knows his problem. And doctor has such a great sympathy to that person. Doctor knows that the person is, the person is just a regular individual, but he is disturbed by this mental, evil spirits. So he has such a concern and how to take care, not to destroy the patient, but how to take care of his mental problems. Likewise, he said Buddha sees all these three mental poisons are the real enemy, not the sentient beings who has these three poisons. Buddha has such great compassion to every sentient being, as mentioned earlier. I mentioned without any prejudice, discrimination. Buddha's compassion, loving kindness to every sentient beings, and has such great compassion, some kind of like an indomitable compassion to help the sentient beings. So these sentient beings are suffering so much because of these three poisons. How I can help to this? Like a mother who cares her child. If the child is sick, she is desperate. She will call doctors or anybody knows who does any healing, so please help my child. So like that, Buddha is like the mother to all the sentient beings. So we do these things as a service to Buddha, to help sentient beings. And said this is the best service to Buddha. This will make the Buddha most happy. Not by offering candles, flowers, this, that, These are just individuals just to accumulate merit. Of course, one should do this. But this will not make Buddha happy. But Buddha, you will make Buddha happy by this kind of service. When you take care of yourself, you develop love, compassion, with the persistent, without doubt. And this is the best offering to Buddha. You will make Buddha happy by this. Make sense? You understood? It's very simple explanation. I'm a very simple-minded, So this, I'm just sending this simple message. Unless otherwise you are highly developed, then what I can say. Gradually expand this focus to many beings. Says, next meditate for 15 days with this loving compassion. Focus only on those in this jambud continuous, in this world. Then continue to cultivate this love, expanding your focus to the entire trillion cosmos, means trillions of universe. There's so many universes the scientists haven't found yet, okay? Since there's no end of space, there's no end of the universe, okay? So we see, still science has long walk, lot of work to do, They have found Venus, then what? March, or what called? March, isn't it? What? Mars, Mars, yes. Now, what's the next? Jupiter, then next? Saturn, Jupiter, Saturn, then there's more to know. Because you see there are stars, all over the stars. So many stars in the sky. So I appreciate scientists, they are working hard, but still long way to go, especially about the mind. The mind is very difficult because scientists has to depend on the machine. Is that right? They have a lot of powerful machines, isn't it? Telescopes to focus on to find the universe. And then they measure the brain in the machine, But mind is little more than brain, You see, brain is the office of the mind, okay? We should understand that. It's the office of the mind. When mind goes in the brain, then mind becomes very active. Yeah. Heart is the home of the mind. Your love, compassion comes from the heart. Your intelligence comes from the brain. It's the office of the mind, home of the mind. Mind is the consciousness. So the consciousness and the matter, they're two different. In Tibet it's called Bembo and Sheba. Bembo is matter. These all are matter. These all are created by the mind. But the mind is not created by these things. So consciousness, as I mentioned, can only understand by this as a Siddhartha Buddha did through the three training. And it's just all the puzzles are just explored and opened up, and then just So whole universe, no limit. Gradually cultivate this love for all sentient beings in the 10 directions by meditating in this way. Then what? On. This way, on all sentient beings without exception, you will reach the full extent of this love. When your love becomes immeasurable, means sentient beings are immeasurable, countless sentient beings. When your mind reaches to all the sentient beings, then you achieve the immeasurable love and compassion. See, if you're missing one person from your practice of love, still you are not completed. Okay? So to complete your love and compassion, you have to extend to every sentient being. No one is left behind. You got the message? Okay. So I'm a messenger. Then wherever you are, that place is heaven. When you have this kind of love and compassion to all sentient beings without exception, wherever you are, that place is heaven. You don't have to migrate to any other place. Reach all full extent of this love. All measurable. Cultivate, then you see, when your love becomes immeasurable, cultivate compassion by remembering the suffering of the 6 classes of wandering beings. So that is beings beginning with your own mother. At this point, this will arise without great difficulties, because when you have such a powerful love, then cultivating compassion is not so difficult. No suffering there, he has mentioned suffering, as earlier I mentioned, the suffering called suffering of suffering. Everybody knows this. And suffering of change, many of you know this. And suffering of conditions. So you see, we all know the suffering of suffering. No need to explain. When you are not feeling well physically, mentally, like say aging, sickness, death, you don't get what you want, you are getting what you don't want. We all know, rich or poor, educated, uneducated, we all know their suffering. Everybody make effort how to get out of this. In the modern, you see, life, there's what do you call that? Retirement. We all prepare for retirement to free from the suffering of change. We know there's the suffering of aging, sickness. We try to, get a good kind of retirement, so our life will be more comfortable. Everybody's working hard on this. All the car insurance, you see. Why you need to buy a car insurance? Because you know when there's a problem, then the insurance will help you. So first you pay when you buy the car, one cost. Then next suffering, you pay the insurance. Then insurance also you see, if there's no accident, you just pay all the time same. If you have some accidents, the insurance company says you have accidents, you have to increase the insurance, you know. So it's a system is, you see, torturing, you know. We work hard in our whole life. You know, we go to college, university, and get a job. Then 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, you work hard, you know. You buy a house, you buy a car, all these things. Then 70s, you're retired. You see, this is samsara. Just look at this. You know, you dedicate your life so much working to preserve your life, to make your life more comfortable. But at the end, we have to leave everything behind now. Even this body we cherish so much, it's no longer belong to us. You have to leave behind. You leave your car behind. Your beautiful house you leave behind. It's reality. I'm not saying everything's bad, you know. It's just how everything functions. We just have to open mind, see this. Then there you practice the Dharma. This you see love and compassion. And then you see non-referential, practice this. And that is the best insurance you have. You get sick, but you get sick more beautifully. You see, you die, but you die more peacefully. See, you age, but you age more peacefully with dignity, less suffering, less concern. Then you know how to accept. This is not just only me, but everybody go through this. Rich or poor, educated, uneducated, human beings and non-human beings, animals look at when they get old, they can walk, they cannot walk, so, you know, like you look at your dog, your cat, when they age. Then sometimes we say mercy killing, you know. Not so kind, you know. So the Dharma, you see, how it gives you wisdom and practice. You see, this is the Dharma practice. It doesn't contradict your culture. It's because your mind has to practice this. You eat your breakfast, you're not saying don't eat breakfast, don't eat your lunch, you know. Okay, you just eat your breakfast, you eat your lunch, you wear whatever clothes you want, you know. But your mind, make a mind, a comfortable mind. Otherwise, everything's artificial. Everything, this your mental, these mental afflictions, as mentioned, the three poisons, they are the artificial. They are the fabricated. Because they are fabricated, then we fabricate. They are the contrived, so our mind is contrived ourselves. So you see here, so with first you see, focus your compassion, you focus your mother who's aging, who has been so kind to you, you know. So there's a story, loving kindness. There was a mother and daughter. The mother takes care of the daughter so much, and the daughter fully appreciates mother's love so much. She respects her mother. She just tries to make her mother happy. And then the mother takes care of the daughter, so she has such great potential. She can do a lot with the world. So one day, the daughter and mother crossed a big river. There was no bridge. So in the middle of the river, the current of the water both take away, you know. And then they know they will die. So the mother was thinking, oh, I'm old, if I die, oh, it's okay. But my daughter should survive. She's such a wonderful, she's so kind. You know, if she lives, if she survives, she will do a lot to benefit others. So the mother was thinking that with that practice of loving kindness, she died. And as well the daughter, oh, I'm her daughter. I am grown up under her kindness, care. She takes care of not just only me, all the people. If she survives, she will help so many people. Like she helped me, you know. If I die, it's okay, but my mother should survive. So she has so much love to her mother, and both died. But their rebirth was very high place because of the effect of their loving kindness. You know? So it's amazing when you die, just practice love and compassion, you die. Very simple. What you need to recollect, refresh your memory. So then means beginning with your own mother. At this point, this will arise without great difficulties. When this compassion is reached, then think, may all sentient beings, my mothers who are as limitless space, have happiness and free from suffering, and may they attain perfect Buddhahood. So this is called love, compassion, and Bodhitta. You see. So where we need to cultivate Bodhitta, this is because you see, if you ask, when is the time to get perfect peace and happiness? When is the time when you are totally free from suffering? So when you achieve Buddhahood, when your mind is free from all those delusions, the three poisons, and totally you are embodied with love, compassion, bodhicitta, you become Buddha and free from all the suffering. That's why you need bodhicitta, you see. Because somebody asked me, why you need bodhicitta? If you have love and compassion, that's maybe enough, But you may have love and compassion, but you are not enlightened. When you are not enlightened, means you are not free from suffering. So that's why you need bodhicitta. See? Okay? Okay, now take a deep breath. We inhale fully and exhale your stress. Now look at all the suffering the sentient beings going through. There are some have directly physical suffering, mental suffering. And there are some who have the cause of suffering. They have strong attachment, aversion, anger. So these are the root cause of suffering. You develop compassion to those. Oh, so I wish everybody free from the actual suffering and the cause of suffering, especially those individuals who hate you. You just meditate on this. Just relax there and appreciate. Rejoice. So this card, whatever religion you call, you can say that. Here you can say, this is Buddha's mind. It's your mind, You have that potential yourself. Because you have that, you can do the meditation. You can practice this. So this afternoon we'll have some questions answered, and of course we'll go read more, But how you feel this morning? Meditation is good, helpful. So we need these type things, more. You see. Of course, there will come Mahamudra, emptiness. It's mentioned briefly relation to this bell or this, That's called interdependent means nature of emptiness. We will talk about those things. But we're in the relative state, we are. Undeniably, we're in the relative state. There's some people interested, can you talk high views of Zen Mahamudra? Can you talk chakra and channels? They're so impressive, In this busy life, how much you can achieve. This busy life, these are very practical, Because our mind is within us. Okay, now I don't have the text, so.
Long or short?
Just short one.
Short. So for the short one, stay with the text you're in, page 12. At the bottom of page 12, you will see it. By this root of virtue, and the virtues collected in the three times by me and the entirety of samsara and nirvana, and by the innate root of virtue, may I and all sentient beings quickly attain the unsurpassed, perfect, complete, precious will. May the teachings of their great Rikumpa Ratnashiri, omniscient Lord of the Dharma, Master of Interdependence, continue to study, practice, contemplation, and meditation until we end the samsara.
Okay, thank you. Have a break for lunch.
I have a couple of announcements. I've got some sheets here with restaurants in the area, in case anyone needs to find a restaurant. And tomorrow afternoon, Rinpoche will be giving some private interviews at one of the Sangha members' houses in the area. And if you're interested in an interview, we have about 6 spaces left. So please let me know. I'll put you on the list.
While we're coming back at 3 o'clock?
2 or
2.
3.
2. 3.
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock. Oh, okay. So that's fine. 2, 3 is okay. 3
Oh,
weeks.
yeah, well, let's see. But notebook out, so we can figure out time. You can restart. I'll be right back.
I forgot.
But there's one more thing, if you just stand by just a moment, please. There's a donation bowl over here. Please, we have an obligation that the man did, and very generous for giving us this facility, so some of the proceeds, get you guys to them, we appreciate that. The people that, put this together, Pete, Bernie, and Tracy, and, Kathy, and so on, everybody's volunteers. So the donations go to the Rinpoche and goes to the man did. We appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Always.
Bueno, todo. 다들 수수버 좀 용을 봐.
Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum.
Restaurants. Hello, Lance.
I'm there, how are you?
Good, how are you? I haven't seen you for quite a bit.
Quite a long time.
Yes.
I forgot your name though.
It was Jamie.
Jamie,
Yes,
yes.
yes.
Have you been on for a while?
About a month and a half, almost 2 months now.
Oh,
It was a vacation, vacation went to GBI, moved back in April.
where's your garden?
Jigme.
Yes.
Yes.
Very good.
Yes, you too,
You
I
have a
know.
sister, right?
What?
You have a sister?
No, no, I just remember, you threw it on the DDSC, but I know from you said you're back, maybe it's a bit much to drive down there, because
That's right.
I grew up just south of there in Woodbridge, Prince William County. So whenever I leave Frederick, I love to go down there and visit that. And, yeah, it's nice to see you. It's always nice to see you when I was down there.
Thank you very much. Just going back.
Yeah.
Well, we practice at home, we do a lot on Zoom, so Well, stay busy.
Okay.
Yes.
Very good. Good to see you.
You brought one?
I'll find some, I'll find some, yes. It's, anyway.
Yeah, I can get this attorney.
Ah, good to see you.
Okay.